Hello, my name is Boddice and I'm a spiritual medium, and welcome to this week's energy forecast reading for Monday the 21st of August 2023. Now, those of you that watched me work before will know that I connect with my spirit guides and helpers and also consult the wisdom of the angel tarot card. So what I'm about to do now is just shuffle the pack and allow a card to come out at random for this week's energy forecast reading. And there we go. So this is your card for this week's forecast reading. I'm now going to link into the vibration of it. Okay, well, first of all, I feel as though that this week doesn't have to be as complicated as you make it. In other words, step outside of your own way there, because you'll be just confusing issues. I feel this week will see you having to make important life-changing decisions that at one time you would have put on the back burner. You didn't want to face these truths. You didn't want to face these decisions, but there's going to be something that's going to inspire you to make that decision, confront it, and also start taking action. I don't feel as though this is going to be very detrimental at all to you and your family. I feel as though it's going to be a nice easing into the situation rather than being all or nothing. It's going to be a gentle step forward down this new avenue. I feel as though this decision that you're going to have to make will have a positive impact on both yourself and your family. It's also going to give you that level of confidence once you've made that decision. And actually, you'll start seeing that your life is going to open up and move forward. Now, I do feel as though that those of you that are watching this will feel that urge or tendency to have a good ferret around the home. In other words, have a good clear out, look at the things within the home and see, do I actually need that anymore? Why have I still got that? And I see you boxing these items up or bagging them up in order to donate to charity. Actually, when you've done this, you'll feel very much exhilarated. You'll feel supercharged with energy, and you'll just feel like you're on the stepping stones to making this new change that we speak of. Also, pay attention to your emotions this week. There will be a tendency for people around you to try and trigger a response out of you. Now, your previous version of yourself would have snapped and would have taken the bait, but this time round I feel as though you've learned a lot of lessons, and so you're not going to react anymore. You're just going to observe and let it go, and you're going to listen to your own truth coming from your heart. Even if you're in the minority of one, this week will test you in that respect. I also sense, in terms of your physicality, your physical body there, to watch out for the foods that you're consuming this week. There'll be certain foods that will make you more hyperactive than usual, and you are to remove these elements or these foods out of your diet, as I feel as though with doing this, it's going to give you that sort of sense of sustainable energy so that you're not crashing and burning, so to speak. You also need to be aware of your heart and your heart chakra this week, as I feel as though there's some high vibrational frequencies aligning and changing with you to the point where you're going to feel your heart skipping a beat. I feel as though that this will have an impact on all areas of your life, because you're going to see things and feel things with a lot more depth and clarity. There's also opportunities coming your way to express yourself emotionally, romantically as well this week. For those of you that are reserved or a little bit guarded with your emotions, this week will see you actually opening up a little bit more and allowing people to get to know that side of you. So let's turn the card over and see what the card says for you. So at the top of the card, it says Wise Counselor. I feel as though this is referring to what we were saying earlier about you being triggered by certain things in your life. And in the past, you would have taken the bait. This week, you've learned your lesson and you're not going to be triggered by them. Instead, you're going to observe, let it go, and follow your own truth. At the bottom of the card, it reads, Unity with a spiritually minded community. Ask the divine for help and trust the answers will come. Compare traditional methods with new ideas to see which is best for you. That's a beautiful message there, isn't it? So you're going to align, like the card is saying, align with people that vibrate on a similar vibration to yourself there. And also there's that level of moving forward is what it's saying, but also that tendency to look at where you were in the past, hold on to the past. You're on that in-between stage, almost at crossroads, but just know that you are guided making these important decisions to help you on your pathway. So looking into the artwork of this card, first of all, I want to address the color. So we've got red around the edge going into an orange color, an amber color. So red would indicate, it would indicate to stop, pause, reflect, and take a look where you're at in your life rather than making rash decisions, and feel your way through life. Also, red would indicate you being more present, being more observant, being aware, and also to ignite that passion in your heart. If any decision doesn't give you that passion in your heart, that feel good factor, then it's not the right choice for you. So observe with that. Orange would indicate that energy that we spoke of, sustainability, rather than you facing burnout and feeling drained and exhausted. I feel as though that's what that's referring to. In the middle of the card artwork, we've got this masculine angelic being. Masculine energy is telling you to take charge of your life now and stop expecting other people to do it for you. Also, the wings are facing down as well, so that would indicate time for rest, reflection, and also being observant as well at this moment in time there. This masculine angelic being is pointing upwards there. So it's telling you to have that faith and trust in the universe, in your spirit guides and your helpers there, as they are supporting you at this transitional stage in your life. So have that faith and belief system and confidence in them there. At the side of this gentleman, there is two pillars. So I'd like to give you the angel number of number 2 to research, as I feel that that will give you a prominent message if you do that research there. Now, on these pillars, to me, they look very balanced. And to me, that also would represent, with the masculine energy being in between them, I feel as though that's telling yourself it's time to move outside of your own restrictions. You've boxed yourself in and you've held a lot of things up, not only for yourself, but for other people, your family members. And now's the time to step forward, have that level of confidence, faith, and trust, and move forward incrementally. And only you can do that by making these important decisions this week. But once you make that decision, you'll be guided and you'll be helped every step of the way, both mentally, emotionally, and financially as well. So watch out for that. Looking at the floor there's lots of paperwork. There's lots of symbolisms on these paperwork. To me, that would represent you actually is something that you don't like to do, look through paperwork and address certain issues within your life. But I feel that this week will see you actually not being afraid of it and taking one step at a time and ticking one element off at a time. That way you won't feel overwhelmed and intimidated by paperwork or official documents there, whether these are online or in the physical sense there. There's lots of symbols on that. So to me, that would indicate each one of those documents or paperwork will have an emotional or energetic frequency attached to it. Tune into that, and that will give you your answers. That will give you your way to respond to that situation there. Also, this gentleman is wearing a cape, which is blue. That was telling you to address your emotions and to allow other people to see the true essence of who you are. And once you do that, you'll be overwhelmed with the level of support and help that is offered to you by others once you open up a little bit more there as well. So he's also got a halo around his head, so that would indicate inspiration coming around you this week as well. So be ready to take notes, ready to put that inspiration into action. So that's what I picked up for this week's energy forecast reading. Thank you for hearting, liking, commenting, and sharing. If you've enjoyed what you've seen on here and you would like to support the work that I do, I have got a Buy Me a Coffee link, which is basically a virtual tip jar where you can help support me with any of your donations, and all those donations will go back into the work that I do in order to help as many people as possible. If you've enjoyed what you've seen on here, you would like a one-to-one private reading with myself or any other of my services, please head over to my website, www.Glenn Spiritual Medium, or you can find me and make your booking on Facebook, Glenn Boddice Spiritual Medium. Please join me on my radio show every Monday at 4 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time on the show From Beyond with Glenn Boddice, talking about all things spiritual, paranormal, and self-help. In the meantime, everybody, have a blessed week. God bless and take care.